As we discussed in the previous video that we will make a video on the topic that how you can find an employer here in Romania, an authorized employer, how you can find it, what are the conditions for him to meet, and what are the conditions for you to check before you apply for a work permit. For this whole aspect to clear, with me it's Andrea Mehmet. Hi Andrea.
Jazz. Hi, I was heavily studying the law, sorry.
So, how employers, workers can employees can find authorized employers after they get that amnesty?
According to the new law,
of course, according to
they
the new
have
law.
to do a lot of prayer. This is the first step. And I'm not joking, because the reality is that right now, my opinion as a professional is that it is very hard even for me as a lawyer to identify those companies that can meet the conditions. On one hand, because now we are put in the situation in which no longer the recruitment agencies or the Romanian employers that used to hire people are no longer allowed to do this unless they do a lot of formalities. And here I'm talking about authorization, registration in a certain platform that is not currently working. It will start working after 7th of August. And if it's as bad as the current platform, imagine the blockages. Now, recruitment agencies have to top up their capital in terms of the guarantees from 20,000 euro, for instance, to 70,000 euro for the leasing of personnel. It's a huge difference. And here we are talking about only those that have 250 employees, because if you will have more than 250 employees, more money is expected from your side. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm saying that it is too short noticed, and it will create this year we will not have workers on the Romanian market. So companies will have to face the lack of the possibility of hiring foreigners. Those that have already the foreigners, keep them safe, and those that don't have, I don't think they will manage to do the work with foreigners. Because for the summer, when the platform is not working, it will work end of summer.
Yes.
And how much time it will take to do the registration, nobody knows. You will be able to benefit from the new foreigners only after
December.
Yes.
Okay, what are the conditions for the employers to become authorized employer?
So here we are talking about two different categories of employers.
We are just talking about the authorized one right now.
Yeah, but it's important because you have the category of employers that have more than 50 workers, and those...
Foreigner or Romanian?
It doesn't, it's not mentioned in any way.
So
it has to be a big company with 50 workers.
Okay.
And this company is already considered from the beginning that they don't need a recruitment agency to be able to hire foreigners, meaning they are able to do it independently. So this is best case scenario.
Yes.
And another, where the majority of the companies are in, they are lower than the 50 workers, and they have to do the process through a recruitment agency. Because now a company cannot hire directly a foreigner without a recruitment agency. So here appears the following situation. The recruitment agency can no longer take money from the foreigner, but the recruitment company has, and it's obliged to take money from the Romanian employer. So it creates this trio where we have a three-party contract, where the recruitment agency is the one giving to the Romanian company the foreigner, and the Romanian company has to pay to the recruitment agency a fee for this. You can imagine how it will be on the market, because on one hand, Romanian companies were used to not paying any type of fee.
Yes.
And second of all, the recruitment agencies how will they be able to take foreigners under their umbrella if there is no payment? I'm asking myself, how will you establish a contractual obligation between a foreigner and the recruitment company that will represent the foreigner in front of the Romanian companies if there is no payment?
Exactly.
So from my point, are you going to go to a recruitment company and register yourself just that you want a job, and when the time comes they will ask you, look, I found you a job, and what will be the belief of the recruitment agencies that you just don't go to 10 recruitment companies if you are not linked to me in any contractual way?
Exactly.
So I don't see it doable.
So what are the conditions for an authorized to be an authorized employer?
So on one hand, the law mentions there are many rules. So the law mentions on one hand what the company should not be. So they should not be active for less than 1 year. So the company should be older, more than 2 years. Sorry, 2 years. Then they they shouldn't have any criminal record on the company for using illegal migrants or lots of types of crimes the law mentions. Then they have to not have a fiscal record. Of course, these were also in the previous
part, yes.
The financial part. We were discussing about the number of employees, if they are independently able to hire by themselves or if they have to do it through an agency. And also it appeared the percentage that we were talking about prior to the podcast with the companies don't have to have more than 20% of the people made illegal or runners, as we call them. But this is something that although on the market we know that there are some large companies that they take foreigners from outside of the country, keep them on the revisal for 6 months, then they leave. Another batch is coming, then they also leave. But this was very easily noticed by the immigration officers or by the labor authorities, okay? So they are trying to ban this kind of behavior, and they say that you shouldn't have 20% of the people that you had last year in illegal stay. How we will verify this? Nobody knows, because how can I verify? I don't have access as a professional to the revisal of the company, or even if I have access by simply granting this document, will I count the number of people that are leaving? It's something that we as professionals don't understand how it will be, and this is the reason why I'm saying, if myself as a lawyer with more than 10 years experience in immigration, I can't verify what they are putting in the ordinance, how can a simply foreigner verify this? They will be like sheep in front of a wolf, because they will trust companies that they will do the needed activity, and most probably they will pay companies without illegal commission, because they are desperate to remain here legal, and desperate people always do desperate things. They will pay, because companies will definitely charge lots of money for this. This will happen 100%. And what will happen? They will put their trust into these companies. And these companies, we don't know if they meet the conditions to do this registration or not. Or let's say that this platform, the new one, will be very smart. Meaning, once you enroll into the app allows you to actually verify your company, because they are linked to the labor inspectorate, to the immigration office, to fiscal authorities. All these authorities are linked in the platform.
Yes,
or
this frontier police, I also heard.
Also, so they want to do an integrated system. If this works, I will come here and apologize for judging them. But if this will not work, many companies will enroll in that platform. But if at the end it will be a rejection, that means that nothing good happens. But if the platform actually allows them, while you enter your company, and it creates a green light, meaning, yes, your company is eligible to hire, go ahead and hire, and this platform gives you the red light, the green light, that is very good. It means that at the end, no foreigner that will be enrolled in the platform by a Romanian employer will be in jeopardy, meaning he will not have a job legally and will remain illegal here. This is what should happen.
Don't you think that they are trying to kill small companies?
Of course. Don't you see that? I think it's such a big lie that we cannot cover it under the carpet. This law is made only for big companies to keep the monopoly on the market, and here I'm talking about the biggest recruitment companies and the biggest employers on the market, because the monopoly will be taken by construction. Take an example. In construction, the bigger the company, the bigger the possibility to hire foreigners. The smaller the company, the less possibility for them to hire foreigners. And who will benefit as a businessman? The one that already has a lot of money. So the small and medium ones will be somehow killed. And here I'm talking about immigration professionals, recruitment companies, also leasing of personnel and so on, but also entrepreneurs in any type of domain, because if you can't benefit from foreigner workforce, then you are very vulnerable. My opinion.
Okay, in this video we try to talk about the people who are here in Romania. They are illegal, they wanted to make their status legal, and they want to find authorized employer. Again, it is a very hard thing to do for them, because it's not even sure yet in the law who can be the authorized employer.
But I have an advice that is maybe superficial and only after reading the law several times, because it's not made to be easily understandable. If I were a foreigner right now and I was looking for an authorized employer, I would better go to a recruitment agency that I trust. Because the recruitment agencies will be the ones entering into the contract.
Yes, we will talk about recruitment agencies later on. First, we try to make the people feel like they can do things directly by themselves.
They can't.
This is one of the perspective of the law that they proposed. So we have to talk about it, that they can find directly by themselves employers who are authorized, and after they get the amnesty, they can go directly to them and get their new work permit. That can be issued, I heard, that within 15 days. That will be not difficult. And that is ending, this whole thing is ending on end of December. I hope that you got some information in this video. Again, we will make a new video on the same topic, in which we will discuss about the agency registration, agency responsibilities, what agency is capable of doing, what are the conditions to register an agency, and who is eligible to do it. See you in the next video.